Citizen Television.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of the Planetary Persuader. I am Cosmic Kev, your host, and this is for December 26th through the 2nd of January. So it's 2014 to 2015. So I want to say Happy New Year again, or Happy Roman New Year anyhow. And I hope that your holidays were not too stressful. And if they were, figure this out. You are not alone. There are many other people that might have had some stress, especially if you're in, situations where, it brings up sad memories, or just the fact that, at least in America, sometimes their obsession with material abundance, can be extra emphasized around Christmas time, and so those who are not so abundant can feel sort of left out of the game, and that's not always like what the Christ-like message is supposed to be. So I just think that's something to consider. Okay, let's talk about where the moon is at today. So we got a moon in Pisces in Western astrology, and we are in a waxing moon period. That means the moon's gaining energy. And so we're picking up. And it was interesting, I was hearing one of my astrology teachers was talking about hemmed-in planets. And that we've been going through a period where we could say, and these would be like, as we looked in the sky, so we would have the sun instead of Capricorn in Vedic Sagittarius. And but either way, even though Saturn is in Sagittarius now, they would say it was in Scorpio, and Mars, we would say, is in Aquarius, but they might say that it's in Capricorn because, if you look in the constellations, they're right. So it's a valid point of view, but it matters not. But the point is, it's still pertinent, to astrology. I think during this time, one of the views is that the sun is being hemmed in by these two malefics, Saturn and Mars. One becomes the other. So right now, the good fortune, this Jupiter-like energy that we would have been getting from Sagittarius may not always be there. And of course, in Western astrology, we would say something of a different nature in that we'd say the sun's moved into Capricorn, and that this is a time where we're aware of our limitations. And Capricorn's key phrase is "I use," so how to be more useful in this situation. The last new moon in Capricorn last week activated us in directions where in our life, what part of our life where we needed to be more useful, and we needed to be more practical and more timely. And so we're starting out this week with a moon in Pisces, and as far as our Friday goes, the weekend I should say, and with that we're thinking in terms of how can we be more emotionally sensitive to others and let go of things that aren't necessarily good for us or useful, and demonstrate some kind of spiritual wisdom. So with that said, we're going to just do the horoscope sign by sign on this week's episode of the Planetary Persuader. Okay, well, greetings